와, 대박이다.
사자올라 못하네.
정말 살아있어, 다행이다.
All right, let's start from the beginning because the timeline is wild and the jungle needs clarity. You went in confident, grabbed a baby buffalo, walked off like the headline was already written.
Look, that's how hunting works. Nobody announces themselves first. The calf was separated, the moment looked clean, and I made a calculated move.
Calculated is interesting because the calculation didn't include the mother showing up like an unpaid bill.
I didn't forget anything, I just didn't expect the response to be that immediate. She came back faster than expected and with a level of emotion that escalated things.
Let's talk about that escalation because the footage shows you standing there for a second like your brain was buffering and then boom, you get rammed so hard.
Yeah. It wasn't as dramatic as people are making it sound. I was momentarily disoriented, that's all, but these things happen in physical encounters.
Momentarily disoriented is a polite way of saying your soul stepped out for a quick walk. You hit the ground so still that even the vultures paused their schedule. And
I regained awareness quickly, though. I assessed the situation and chose to retreat, which is a valid tactical decision.
Retreat is one word for it. Sprinting away like your legs just unlocked a new speed setting is another. Because the way you ran suggested survival suddenly became your only objective.
There is no shame in knowing when to disengage. The priority shifts when the environment becomes unfavorable.
Unfavorable is doing a lot of work there because moments earlier you were carrying dinner. And seconds later you were the one getting carried emotionally by adrenaline.
I underestimated the mother's momentum, not her strength. That distinction matters if we're being fair.
fair enough, but the jungle saw a predator get folded by parental instincts. That buffalo didn't come back to negotiate, she came back to correct history.
I respect that. There are some forces you don't challenge twice.
And that's the lesson right there. Not about strength, but about context. You can be powerful, confident, and experienced and still get reminded that family changes the rules.
Yeah, I walked away alive and the calf went home safe. In the end, that's the outcome everyone can live with.
See, that's where people stopped clapping for you and started asking questions. Because walking away alive is good, but walking away after getting reset by a mother is a different kind of memory.
I don't deny the impact of that moment. But one incident doesn't erase a lifetime of dominance and experience.
I hear you, but the jungle doesn't archive resumes, it remembers highlights. And right now, your highlight is taking a headbutt so clean you forgot what direction confidence lives in.
You're exaggerating for effect. I was stunned, not defeated. There is a difference.
There is a difference, but visually it looked like the ground introduced itself before you were ready. You went from standing tall to laying there like you were rethinking your career path.
Recovery time doesn't define strength. It defines how quickly one adapts after unexpected resistance.
Unexpected resistance is wild phrasing for a buffalo coming in like a moving wall. She didn't growl, she didn't bluff, she just delivered consequences with momentum.
That moment reminded me that aggression invites response. And some responses are faster and heavier than planned for.
Exactly, because a second earlier you were walking like the story was already over.
Yeah.
And then reality edited the ending without asking for permission. Yeah.
I won't deny that it changed the situation completely. It forced me to reevaluate risk in real time.
Reevaluate is polite because the way you took off suggested the meeting was abruptly adjourned. No closing remarks, no dignity cleanup, just legs moving faster than thoughts.
Speed is sometimes the smartest tool available. Staying would have turned a mistake into something worse.
And that's the part people miss. You didn't run because you were weak. You ran because staying would have been disrespectful to survival.
I chose life over pride. That choice doesn't embarrass me.
It shouldn't, but the jungle will still laugh because laughter is how lessons stick. Every predator has a moment where the script flips and humbles them publicly.
This was mine, and I learned from it.
And sometimes that's the only ending that matters, even if the replay hurts your pride a little.
I walked away wiser, and the calf walked away alive.
Then let that be the takeaway. Power isn't about never falling. It's about knowing when the ground taught you enough.